first to a frazzle. He came in, he worked that scrape, he was 51 yards. And with this much wind, I mean, I can make that shot, but I'm rolling the dice here a little bit. I didn't assume he was gonna leave the field, so I just didn't want to shoot at 50. I feel like we're gonna get a closer shot.
Finally, head up, comes all the way in, and I'm like, here it is, this is my shot.
It's time to dive headfirst into yet another episode of Nomad's Cutting Room Floor right here on DoD TV. Coming up, we're dishing out a trifecta of scraping, chasing, big buck making hunts. First, on 2 same-day sits featuring the Madman and yours truly, and last on a close encounter of the whitetail kind as Mark hits the muddy blind in search of the legendary stud, the Triangle 10.
Phase 3 rolls on, the October lull, but boy, have we been blessed with some incredible weather from Mother Nature. Here it is, it's 46 degrees out, unbelievable northwest wind. We're going after a giant that I had pictures of in the summer. He disappeared August 24th, so you're thinking, okay, did he die of EHD? Well, suddenly he shows back up a few days ago. So while he's in the area, before he leaves again, I want to go in there when the conditions are right. My fingers are crossed, I'm hopeful that we can get it done on an absolute Iowa giant.
We are in. They're proving it's the right plan. They're already moving, and our wind should be blowing basically right there, right where they came from. So
there's just something magical about the first season on a new piece of dirt. Here's an 80-acre farm that is brand new. DeerCast says great, it should say great plus. We had no idea the type night that was about to unfold. Through the last few years, Matt's just getting more and more honed in on his lease north of St. Louis. And this year, the pictures that he's getting on his RECONYX cameras are just awesome. Hopefully tonight's the night he can get it done on the staging plot.
Yes, I'm in the same spot for yet another hunt, but I gotta keep going back to the honey hole because frankly, it keeps producing. We keep seeing our boy 2S2. You know, the last time that we saw him, we had that major mishap. I hit the blind window when I try to draw back. I had a weird feeling that was going to change the way that 2S2 moved around the farm. Right out of the gate, this probably is a bad omen. There's a coyote right in front of the blind.
Kind of cool to see the coyote. I always enjoy looking at them, even though I know they're kind of a nuisance. Absolute killing machines, those coyotes are.
Not a good start to this hunt.
it's great to see this early movement. We're also sitting here checking my RECONYX cards. We pulled 3 cards along our way, and good news is I got one of the deer that I haven't seen in a while. I started calling him 13, but he's actually too short. A couple other really nice deer showed up, 2S2s on there, so hopefully I kind of luck out one of those bucks show up here tonight and feed before they go do their rounds, but it's good to see that we got them. Well, we just had a beautiful mature walkthrough at 4:15. Now another deer that looks just like him, but is a year younger, is out off here to our south.
Talk about an incredible sit. I mean, it started early and the movement just didn't stop. I was sitting there with a smile on my face. The food plot architecture is unfolding right in front of our eyes.
I mean, they're really feeling it tonight. I'm waiting for buck 30 here when the sun goes down, see if our target gets on his feet. I'm hoping so. We just just had a coyote come out and clear a field right here at prime buck 30, especially for a deer of this age. We won't give up though, because you never know.
So we're sitting there, we're having some decent movements, and then all of a sudden, out to my east, out in the beans, I see what I thought at the time was this deer that we called 13, the original Too Short. Upon further review, it's 2S2, and he's no dummy. He's not gonna come back to the blind where he had that major loud mishap last time we were there.
Bet it down.
2S2 is giving Matt a run for his money. Dang, they have encountered him, have beautiful footage of him, but he's staying just outside of that comfort zone.
That is his deer of choice, I do believe. He's got 2 shooters there. We'll see which one he can lure in and connect with.
He's watching us, and now the chess match begins.
If you've really paid attention to 13, you know 2 seasons ago, Wade and I were in that blind down there at Triangle Bottom, first night of the season, October 1st, and outruns this giant buck, runs right past us. And then later in the evening, he came back out, ended up killing a different, more mature deer, and we looked at that deer that night, looked at the pictures. He was always on that field, and we ended up calling him the Triangle 10. Last year, we had some great encounters late with John Paul Morris, big buck, big fork on one side, just didn't quite get it done. We haven't seen this deer a lot, but we have a great history with RECONYX cameras. So we're going back in after him because the pictures this year show that he's bigger and better than ever.
You're all right, he's just down there. He's just looking around. We just got in the blind. We got the windows up and our target, the Triangle 10, is already on the field. So here we go. Roger's gonna get a little footage, as much as he can.
What do you know? It's 4:15. Who shows up but the Triangle 10 straight south of us? I couldn't believe it. 4:15, here's this giant deer already on the field.
We're golden now. And this is our target. The sun's coming in and out. This front's definitely got him on his feet. He's the deer we were in here after to start this phase. We saw those bucks sparring that night. I was surprised we didn't see him because I had lots of daylight photos.
He puts his head down and starts eating, and our adrenaline is just through the roof. I mean, he couldn't have taken more time at 83 yards, 80, 78, 75. He's out there just taking his time. It's his field. He has no idea we're anywhere in the world. I'm just hoping that he eventually gets his belly full and starts to work his way around this field.
I don't know, but this one. Okay. Watch it back up.
Finally, head up, starts coming right at us, goes over to a doe to our right, works a scrape, and I hit that Leupold rangefinder, 55, 53, 51, just not a shot I'm gonna try. I'm thinking he might come to the scrape tree and be 25. He might check this other buck or this doe.
He just wore us to a frazzle. He came in, he worked that scrape, he was 51 yards. And with this much wind, I mean, I can make that shot, but I'm rolling the dice here a little bit. I didn't assume he was gonna leave the field, so I just didn't want to shoot at 50. I feel like we're gonna get a closer shot, we'll see. I know I could smoke him at 50, dude. If he wouldn't move, I know I could kill him.
Comes all the way in, and I'm like, here it is, this is my shot. What's he do? Turns back around, goes back to his little spot at 80 yards, and no shot tonight, but what an encounter. Just a giant, giant Iowa deer.
How can you have a better encounter than that, Roger? That was awesome, dude.
That was as good as it gets.
That's catch and release, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we had him, we thought.
I thought for sure, man.
You got great footage of him, I'm sure, over at that scrape.
Then he went to those other little bucks, but hey, it paid to take a gamble and come in here. That was fun.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That was fun.
It'll get no better.
No, it doesn't.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by First Farm, the foundation of high-performance nutrition. Join the Legion of Boom today. We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by MOTV. For full episodes of 13 and all of our Outdoor Channel content, head over to the MOTV app and view it today.